Hey everyone, so it's been a little while since I've done a video, and I've done a few reviews and bits and pieces when I was starting up the tank, but not actually gone through how I'm running the tank, what I'm running on the tank, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to kind of go through that, kind of give the system that I'm using, kind of get some close-ups of the corals. Some of the LPS are sulking a little bit as I've upped the UV and violets on my AI prime. But yeah, I thought I'd just kind of go through it. So this is a TMC Reef Habitat 60. For lighting, I've got the AI Prime HD. Tempted to maybe get one of the XR15 Gen 5 blues, but to be honest with you, the Prime gives more than enough power. I've got some SPS growing, maybe not as fast as they could be, but they're doing well. I've got on the side there that I've done in one of my previous videos, I've got the MaxSpec Giant Jump 2K. Got the Tunzi Care magnet. That thing's really good. I had one of the Aqua Habitats magnetic glass cleaners, and that thing was pretty crap, but this Tunzi one, damn, that magnet is ridiculously strong. Just clears away anything on the glass. In terms of the Sump, we have a Nios Quantum 120, which I've gone over before. We've got a load of Cyperax. I've got a strainer that came with a Tupperware that's filled with filter floss, and I've also got a reactor that has zeolites in, and I'll go over that in a second. I've also got a TMC return pump, the 2000, and one of the Aqua Habitats, I think, auto top-ups. But in terms of how I'm running the tank itself, I use the ZEOvit system. So what that entails is it's really comprehensive. You can get starter kits that perfectly give you everything you need, but you basically run zeolites, and you basically add bacteria and food for the bacteria. It's basically carbon dosing. For me, it's worked incredibly well. It's easy every day. I just basically grab what I need, add it to the tank, and away we go. So this is an example of what my weekly dosage schedule with the ZEOvit is. If that's going to focus. So the ZEOvit and activated carbon, I tend to change at the same time, probably every 4 weeks rather than 6 weeks. ZEObac is added twice a week. On some weeks you add it more, but I tend to now I've got the bacteria established, 1 drop twice a week does well. You've got ZEO Food and ZEO Start. So within the package, within the kind of core ZEOvit, it's the zeolites, which is the ZEOvit, ZEObac, ZEO Food and ZEO Start. Those are kind of your core components of it. And that's basically food for the bacteria itself being the ZEObac, and the ZEOvit/zeolites, they effectively remove ammonia before it can turn into nitrate. And they work really well. I just have it in a 2 little fishies reactor with some carbon, and away you go. I also dose, get that to focus again, Coral Snow Plus. That is really good stuff. It's basically a flocculant. So when you add it, it binds with organics in the tank, and then they just get skimmed out. It's brilliant. But the plus basically means that it will also reduce phosphates. I think it's 8 milligrams per 1 ml of Coral Snow Plus used. And then I also use the ZEOvit amino acid concentrate. That, since I've started using, incredible. LPS love it, SPS love it. Zoas are getting really good colours. I mean, aminos I feel should be dosed regardless. I tend not to add too much to the tank, but aminos are one of those things that 100% worth adding. Here's what some of the bottles look like. So here's the ZEO back. Here's the ZEO Food Plus. I don't really dose this one very often, so that's lasted me, this is probably about 6 months, 7 months worth of use. The ZEO Start. The Coral Snow Plus. And that, if I open it up, I'll try to get if you're able to see. Ooh, lol. It's basically like a liquid chalk. Is the best way to describe it. And then this is the amino acids. Just a little bottle. I add maybe 1-2 drops a week. Twice a week, I should say. In terms of it running together, I just follow that sheet and everything's perfect. My phosphates are never over 0.05. Everything kind of stays in check with regular water changes as well once a week. I'll do a video on water changes and kind of my process. Not that that's probably going to be the most interesting, but it's worth documenting. In terms of feeding the tank, you'll notice I've got a single Anthias in there. I basically feed, I've started using this Nios Gold Pods. This is incredible stuff. The density, sorry, the focusing. The density, the amount of pods that are in there, it's incredible. It's like it's literally like a slushy. Really, really good stuff. That mixed with some mysis and some New Life Spectrum pellets throughout the week. Happy as a clam. Yeah, and that's kind of it in terms of how I run the tank. Any questions on the ZEOvit, please do drop me a message, because I really, really like it. I don't think I'd run a tank not on ZEOvit. But let's give you a rundown of a little bit of a closer look at the Sump and some of the corals. So here we've just got a few of my zoas. We've got some rainbow incinerators in the middle. To the left, some WWC purple monsters, fake chili next to that, bloodsuckers below that, and some Pac-Mans, and like a nice big Pocelopora. Got a few SPS up here. This Millie on the left hasn't been too happy since the tank move, but it's doing okay. A few more zoas and a red chalice there. Candy cane. Under here, kind of see this pink chalice underneath the candy cane. When I got that was literally orange, but it's kind of gone pink, and the camera doesn't really pick it up, but it's kind of like a green color. Really, really nice. I have no idea if it's got a name or not. If anyone knows, drop it in the comments, definitely. We've got some rainbow lobos. This is the gold stripe cardinal. These guys are beautiful. Really, really nice fish. Yeah, some rainbow lobos. Some kind of like mixed zoas there. Here we got some of my favorites. So on the right we've got some Mind Tricks. These guys here. Got a new head grown, really, really nice. Utter Chaos, I'm sure everyone's seen Utter Chaos. Absolutely beautiful. And then my absolute faves, these Yodas. These are brilliant. That's got another big head on the other side. Really, really nice. Rainbow Sakuras. As I think you can tell, I've got a bit of a Zoa problem. I see a Zoa, I've got to have it. Here we've got some Magicians. This is an interesting story. I got this one from my LFS, which is ADC down in Balham. These guys are really great. He gave me a single polyp of that because I really, really wanted it. gave it to me for free, which is brilliant. So I was buying a few more corals. And it was basically sulking for ages, and now it's decided to pop out a second head. It's looking really good. Got some lava recordia, some mushrooms, they're sulking, those are normally huge, and the trachea, which is my kind of prized possession, proper centerpiece. He's just been fed, so he's puffing back up again. But what's nice is ever since dosing the aminos, you'll notice that kind of near the blue, he's starting to get some orange streaks. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful coral. In terms of fish, we've got 2 goldstruck cardinals, 3 blue-starred damsels, got the royal grama there, 2 clowns, and we've got the amphias. One thing I will note is you'll notice there's quite a lot of micro bubbles. And I've been having some issues with the Nios, which we'll have a look at in here. It's going to focus up a bit. Okay. So you can see in here the reactor I just put it in my RO reservoir because the sump's not exactly massive. And that's literally just got some carbon, some zeolites. Nice, it's just on. This is actually a really handy little extra. Got this magnetic light on Amazon, it was like £8. It's got an auto sensor, really, really good, highly recommend it. So yeah, we got the Nios. I did videos before where I was really happy with it, but as of late it's just bursting out a load of micro bubbles. It's been noisy. Again, not bad, it skims pretty well. I mean, I don't think my tank is particularly dirty as it were, as it is. That's about a week's worth of skimmate. Straighten that out. Filter floss needs changing. The Cyperax, that's great. This ATO is really good as well. Not really much going on in the sump. We've got here, this shelf, we're going to put the Aquaforest component 1, 2, 3 in here. I've got some of the Voss water bottles, they connect up. And then I've got another ledge here for my doser. However, I've had to order some spare parts for it because the power connector broke. So I'm not actually dosing anything at the minute. But yeah, the Aquaforest 1, 2, 3 I'll be dosing. Then after that I'll probably just go for something like the TMC All for One. My tank's not exactly super heavily stocked with SPS, but things are growing really well. Got some Hawaiians and Playboy bunnies there. Some more rainbows. But yeah, I just wanted to share a general rundown of the tank really, since I hadn't done one. Got a few more videos planned for like testing and water changes and stuff like that. Yeah, appreciate you guys watching. If there's anything you guys would like to see or hear about, please drop a comment. I really appreciate people giving some feedback on videos. A lot of people have dropped me some messages and stuff like that. It's really, really appreciated. Oh, one last thing to note is this Cataphilia back here. It's elegance coral. This thing is ginormous. But yeah, that's it for this video. Appreciate it, guys. Bye. Be strong.